uptilt for our game number 1. Of course, we saw BeJay playing that very campy game number 1. I doubt it's going to happen for this game, or at least playing very campy the set number 1. And there she is. I see Lapis hovering over Daisy, which I presume is the pick for this game number 1.
Yes, there it is.
Seeing how that goes.
And the turnips are helping out a lot last game.
So he's going to make that switch. He's going to make that mindset switch. He had a little bit of a break in between. So let's see how it's going to go. It's going to be losers finals. BeJay versus Lapis.
And BeJay already working on the same old game plan. Get the C4 stationed up on the left platform. That's now a bubble where Daisy can enter without risk. And we just start lobbing those grenades. With the occasional Nikita to change it up.
Oof, that grenade is going to cost so much. Oh my god, almost gets something out of there. And resets with the grenade. Great use there by Lapis of the grenade.
Right,
Gets another one, actually.
We got BeJay comboing with the turnip and Lapis comboing with the grenades.
Both players are playing with each other's items. Sure, why not? That's also a way to play the game. But we've switched sides.
Yeah, BeJay's set up again. C4 on the right platform. Lapis is going to lose his patience or keep it up with the turnips.
Yeah, he has to kind of stay patient. He was ahead a bit, but now he cannot afford it anymore.
Right, just as a player, he's just so not used to playing the long game and not going in at all. You know, he's playing these fighting game characters, likes to get in, push some buttons, and this is just a player and a character that doesn't really allow you to.
Yeah, to be fair, Daisy is also kind of a character which she just wants to press buttons at one point.
Yeah,
right? She wants to get in.
Yes.
She wants to get in and get a giant combo starting. So it's kind of in the same vein as those fighting game characters. Gets the up smash and move I have not seen in literal years, but glad it's still here. Glad it's still here. And now Lapis trying to find this kill confirm, not really trying to participate in any BeJay shenanigans. Wise choice, so to say. Oh, that beefy backer. It's going to be the first one. Oh, the turnip in the forward there. BeJay did not expect that, it seems.
Catches the turnip with the air dodge, probably a happy little accident, but we'll take it. And that's the thing, Snake, he can really just jump around on a platform and you're just not allowed to go there as long as that C4 is there.
Yeah, or at least not allowed to go there without properly considering what kind of risk you're taking. But that backer is going to punish BeJay there. Takes the first stock off of him, but instantly gets hit returned with that up tilt.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Lapis. He had the right idea. He was looking for a turnip punish there for a big combo, but he threw it a little bit too early, didn't quite hit Snake, and just took the second up tilt, And any good Snake, after they whiff an up tilt, is going to do another up tilt.
Yeah, they're addicted. they're addicted to the meta. To be fair, a lot of people try to punish it despite the enormous pushback it has. So it's I get it. It's kind of a global habit, I guess.
Right, and for good reason. Now Lapis is chasing BeJay from ledge to ledge, but there he goes. Drop down back air is gonna put him in yet another ledge trap situation, which is of course where BeJay wants to be.
Oh, what is happening, dude? What are you doing?
They are swinging. They are swinging.
They are swinging, ladies and gentlemen. They are swinging. Now trying to find the final hit. Oh, gets the C4. Has to watch out for anything that BeJay might do. Just the shield pressure.
Okay, so now the C4 is gone. Ledge trap opportunity for Lapis, and he makes the most of it, reading a jump, but instantly loses his own stock to yet another classic up tilt.
It's basically like Lapis takes the stock first and then goes in, runs away, pulls a turnip, and BeJay is instantly there with that big boot, kicking him into the stratosphere.
And of course the curses that always happens, except for the last stock where BeJay takes the stock first and just wins the game. Let's see if Lapis can avoid such a fate. He's already getting a nice lead here, percent count wise, but BeJay.
Sorry, you were saying?
I mean, yeah, they usually last until he gets like.
Oh, that shield pressure though.
Yeah, the shield pressure of Toad is pretty nuts, but usually not enough to break a shield.
That Toad spitting some toxic heat.
Which seems good, but a lot of other counters you just can't shield at all.
Yeah, that's fine. Now BeJay returning to his game plan from the previous set. Trying to play it patient.
Yeah, trying to bait him in. Looking like he's jumping off the platform, but B reversing right back.
He has to watch out because Daisy is a decently light character. Up tilt will basically do it at this percentage. But if we know the rule of this game, it is that Lapis is going to find the stock first if it keeps going that way. Currently is in a very small lead. Forward there is enough for a jump read, but then he has to find one.
Nikita! Oh, and he knocks it out of the air with his up B, but the dash attack is gonna push him into yet another ledge trap situation. That's gonna be a grab, and a grenade actually kind of saves him because he might be in real trouble there if he actually got to pick a throw.
He just keeps on wrecking damage, and that jab forward tilt is gonna knock her out into the side blast zone, which means that BeJay takes game numero uno.
Lapis taking every stock first except the very last one.
You always see that. It's always
You're
like
right. I mean, he wasn't allowed to really build a lead because every time BeJay lost the stock, he instantly, within 5 seconds, hit an up tilt.
Yeah, he was constantly like behind. He was breathing in his neck, basically. There was no chance to properly. Okay, I got the stock. Let's properly calm down. I see some slight drifting, but that's fine. That's fine.
Right, but I don't see it in. Okay.
We are not scared of the drifting. It doesn't matter. We're still gonna go to the Daisy. It seems like, or at least Lapis is hovering over her. It seems to be a smart choice, seeing how that game 1 went.
Right, I know the Terry's not coming out, but again, there's always a possibility. He's gonna stick with the Daisy, slightly different dress color though. I guess that's gonna make a difference.
You dress for performance, I guess. Well, let's see if that is gonna make any difference in game number 2. And the main thing Lapis really needs to do is he needs to recompose her once he is in the lead, because he actually got robbed of his lead twice in that last game, and that really resulted in him never being fully ahead despite outplaying BeJay in a couple of instances.
Okay, a nice little advantage stage for Lapis. Of course, he has taken a lot of damage himself. Yeah, that's not gonna be safe, and he is in the corner. How is he gonna get off the ledge? And every time, you know, you think you get off the ledge, and at the very least you're gonna trade. And you can see the result of all those trades below in the percentage count.
70% against 121 and counting. Again, you have to watch out for every small type of damage. Take that C4 is going to take it, but if you let that damage build up long enough, that down throw from BeJay can always kill, so it's never a bad thing to just build damage.
That's what I mean. Even when he lost his stock, it didn't look like he was super close to the C4 per se. The explosion is so big, so if you get it on a platform, especially on the side, there's just this huge bubble where you really cannot go without taking a big risk. Lapis took the risk and he lost his stock for it. Excellent weight and read on the edge dodge, but he is not rewarded with a stock. He has to put in a little extra work, and he does.
Excellent weight. I thought he was going to go for the up B. It seemed a little bit greedy with his positioning right there, but he was just waiting his right time for that amazing forward there to connect. Now he has to do it quicker though, because BeJay is already again taking hold of this stock.
Okay, tries to read a jump, it's not common.
That's kind of thing I saw more, is that they usually, Lapis tries to commit to an option that isn't really there yet. It usually works out because, of course, speed buttons are pretty good.
But it's pretty hard to punish a whiff arrow like that regardless.
Yeah, but usually he tries to get something while there isn't anything there. And that has resulted in some pretty, I don't want to say misplaced, but some miscommunications with his mind and the character.
Oh, there's a stitch. Can he catch it? Yes, he does.
Uh-oh.
Another opportunity. Oh, and he hits it. Big damage.
Also loses it, though. But the damage is done. That's the most important part.
So Nikita, and yeah, that's a kind of a problem. The Daisy Bomber really isn't a solid answer to the Nikita, and it's gonna get him into a situation where he has to air dodge, and BeJay reads it, punishes it with a nair. Man, those those legs are like cannons.
Yeah, that nair does so much damage, but it also helps because you can drag your opponent to the blast zone. It wasn't really that needed that time, but still, it's a good option to kind of cast a net over your opponent. Okay, now Lapis getting hit by the grenade, does another double jump, has to recover with the umbrella.
And where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go? He can't go anywhere.
No, he's stuck. He is stuck in traffic. He literally covered everything there except get up attack.
There's a grenade on the normal get up.
Yes.
There's a mortar above jump, and there's an RPG pointed at the ground on roll in.
So you can get up attack to trade with the grenade, and that's kind of it.
I suppose you could try and float away, but who's gonna think of that?
Yeah, it's amazingly difficult to get out of that situation. Yet again, we go to a small battlefield.
Yeah, I don't like these picks.
Uh-oh.
I really don't. You see the C4 at the edge of the platform, and he's just not allowed in BeJay's bubble.
Nope. Nope.
And now he's switching back to Terry, which I think is a mistake.
Yes.
I would rather have seen a different stage with the same character.
The hat is on, and we're gonna see how that is gonna turn out. We saw in the first set these two players played that it didn't really turn out that amazing. But maybe the amount of time that has passed between them has kind of made Lapis think about his decisions and what he wanted to do in general. Yes, gets hit by that power dunk. Going through the grenade, actually. Okay.
Yeah, he expected the power dunk to be powerful enough to just straight up blow up the grenade, but I guess not. Still, he has been having trouble to get off the ledge. I love the attempt at forward smash, but the rollaway is going to stand him a little too far. And what are you going to do? The Nikita's coming.
Yeah,
but BeJay, man, he just...
I think he's dead. Okay, does not... Oh, the C4! Oh, I don't know if that was an automatic detonation or the actual input, but he is dead. He is gone, he is out of there, and that is such a waste for that go, because he had the opportunity right there and couldn't take it because of BeJay's C4 lying there.
There's the power dunk though for the stock, but it's not quite gonna do it. Of course, still having a kill option out of your jab is kind of amazing. So, another jab power dunk might be enough.
Oh, especially with that kind of positioning. But we saw BeJay SDI the jab power dunk earlier, but there's no SDI in that dash attack. It's gonna take the first stock for Lapis there. Still 65% on the clock. Is not that bad. You want to get it over 100, of course. But how are you gonna use that go when it comes to it?
Ever since the first stock, it's about 60% unanswered on BeJay. Lapis is clawing his way back in there. Rushes in the moment he pulls out the Nikito, gives him a lot of time to close the distance. And now he has BeJay at the ledge. But I won't say he lets him escape, but that's a trade, man. It's just not worth the trade, considering that he was in a really great position. But now we have the go meter. And trading to get your go meter, that just might be worth it.
Oh, a bit too late. I think he wanted to go for a neutral air or an up air, but sadly didn't get to do it in time. And goes through the Nikita. You are not okay, sir. Get out of there. And now it is Lapis in the momentum seat, having that go meter still available to him, but now he does not need to overextend. Uh-oh, that's a regrab.
Yeah, this is that go snowballing that he could not quite make use of in the first time they played in the winners bracket. But here, this very potentially last game of of loser's side is not going to be a last game at all, thanks to his great use of the go meter. I think he got like 4 buster rules out of that last go meter. And it's going to give him the game.
And that's what kind of impact you can have with such, I don't want to say simple mechanic, but such a good option at your disposal. Not only do you need to be aware to those moves, but you also need to be prepared. Like, you can't just play the same game if the go meter of Terry is online.
No, normally you might risk, you know, a simple save forward tilt of a couple of frames, but you get the go meter and suddenly it's a confirm to like 40%.
Yeah, and then it's just like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. What am I going to do now? Can I make this instant adaptation or this instant different approach instead of just doing the same thing that I usually do? Right,
and it's going to be even more difficult if you don't have the lead.
Nope.
Because you're going to have to think of something if you're behind. In that way, go, you know, it's often framed as a comeback mechanic. It might be more of a snowball mechanic.
Yeah, sort of is. But okay, that kind of seals in.
Yeah, like,
I was gonna say
you lose your stock to a Buster Wolf.
Yeah.
You respawn, you get hit by a dinky little forward tilt, and suddenly you're at 40.
He does not have to care for it. He does not care. Anything he can get is in the lead. But we're going to go back to small battlefield again. The Terry is locked in. Again, seems to be happy with how it was working. Completely different story than the first set these two played. Lapis currently having won the last game, but being against BeJay, who has won 2 games in a row, is potentially the final game of the set.
Oh.
Okay, tries to go for down air B, does not quite get it. Woo! Oh my god, BeJay, what are you doing?
Yeah, these are some crazy confirms from BeJay, building up the damage, but these trades are also giving a lot of damage to Lapis. And we are about 30% or about 2 hits, if you want to look at it, away from that go meter. And BeJay taking it easy, setting up his little tent. That was the weirdest Nikita.
I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes these strange options work. Yeah, definitely an ill-advised down smash right there. There were no mortars or grenades to cover all the tabs to get up options. And now we are in neutral with Go on board. He has to take the stock here at this ledge trap situation, and he does! There goes the go meter.
I think he tried to neutral get a Buster Wolf, something he did in the previous set as well. Kind of a greedy option, but if it works, it works. Sadly, BeJay being a bit faster on the trigger than he is, with that up tilt is going to close out that stock. As I said, the go is gone. And now it is just BeJay trying to roll this lead as far as he can. Because currently Terry has such a big difference between, or is so far behind in terms of general game pace.
Alright, okay, grenade on the ledge, here comes the mortars, forward smash. Lapis gets past it all, but forgets about the C4. Oh, this is getting out of hand.
Yeah, BeJay is, last game it was Lapis who was snowball, and currently it is BeJay performing the snowball himself, trying to stay alive in these times. Gets the forward tilt, that's big. Now Lapis has a recovery and goes very low, has the invincibility.
Now that's very important with the Nikita hanging right there.
Okay,
edge guard? No.
Back there. Oh, go for the spike. Great tech there by BeJay and reads the Buster Wolf. Now back off of the stage.
Power turns away.
Yeah, he's dead.
There's the shield poke.
Goodbye.
There's the shield. What?
Yeah, he stick the C4 on him.
I did not notice at all.
If you stand on the shield on the platform and BeJay with a short hop down B, he can stick the C4 on your face. And that makes it so much more difficult to engage in offstage situations because you have a limited air dodge and you kind of have to react to what he's doing.
And I thought the shield poke down air was dangerous enough. We got a 2-stock lead here for BeJay. How in the world do you live up until 220 versus a Terry?
I don't know. He's doing it. And is this potentially going to be the final moment of Lapis in this bracket? Is Lapis going to be double eliminated by BeJay? Okay, DI's to the stage, luckily. Almost had it.
And we got a little bit of a fake out zoom in.
No, very fall. Yeah, that's yeah.
It looked like he resigned himself a little right there. Definitely not Nikita, he needs to get hit by it, but after that sequence from BeJay on the right hand side, that was just over.
I would have been done as well, yeah.
Right. And that means we are getting a repeat of Grand Finals, but before that happens, we are gonna cut right back to beer.